Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening wherever you are. I welcome you to Teacher Gideon Learning Channel. And if you have joined me for the first time, make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, and share. Also, make sure you watch the previous videos to gain more knowledge and understanding. So, today I want us to learn English. Remember, English cuts across. Whether it's something that is for grade 7, you can be asked in grade 8, grade 9, even at high school levels. So you can be able to see I want us to discuss about question tags. Question tags. We discuss the meaning of a question tag, the rules that are being used to govern or maybe to guide someone when answering the question of a question tag. And also we do some practice. Some examples are going to be there, and also some practice questions that you can do when you get your own free time. So the learning goal of today is that by the end of this lesson, learners should be able to identify question tags, choose the correct auxiliary verb, form positive and negative tags, and handle special cases confidently. Confidently. What is a question tag? A question tag is a short question added to the end of a statement. So that's the meaning of a question tag. A question tag is a short question added to the end of a statement. It usually used to check information, confirm something, or invite the listener to agree. So it can be either used to check information, confirm something, or invite the listener to agree. Example: you are a teacher, aren't you? So you are trying to invite the listener to agree to your statement. The basic rule. We have the basic rule. The basic rule, and the basic rule says that the main rule is a positive statement takes a negative tag, while a negative statement takes a positive tag. So that's the main basic rule. If the statement is positive, the tag should be negative. If the statement is negative, the tag should be positive. The first one, she is happy. She is happy. Isn't she? The question tag is going to be, isn't she? They are not ready, aren't they? So the first statement, she is happy, that statement is positive, and now that is why the tag has been negative. They are not ready. If you see a statement is having something like not, that means that that statement is a negative statement. So the tag has to be positive. They are not ready, are they? You like music, don't you? He doesn't drive, does he? So from those examples, you can be able to see if the statement is positive, the tag should be negative. And if the statement is negative, the tag should be positive. Then we have rule number one. Rule number one, use the correct helping verb, or you can just say auxiliary verb, to make a question tag. When the statement already contains a helping verb such as I am, is, are, was, were, has, have, or had, use the same helping verb in the tag. Change it from positive to negative or negative to positive. For example, she is happy. His is going to be the helping verb. It is helping the main verb, which is happiness. So that person is happy. Being happy, happy is the main verb, but is the helping verb. So you're supposed to use that helping verb to make a question tag. Question tag. So the correct answer is going to be isn't she? Isn't she? They were at school, weren't they? They were at school. So why is the helping verb in that statement? They were at school, weren't they? He has finished. He has finished. Hasn't he? He has finished. Hasn't he? We are ready. Are is going to be the helping verb. We are ready, aren't we? You had finished, hadn't you? So, the first rule says that you are supposed to use the auxiliary verb or the helping verb to make a question tag. Let us go to the second rule. Rule number 2. When there's no helping verb, you're supposed to use do, does, or did in the tag. So you're supposed to use do, does, stroke did. Stroke did. If it's present simple, use do with I, you, we, they, and does. And does with he, she, or it. Past simple, use did. So if it's something that happened in the past simple tense, you're supposed to use did. But if it's something that is happening on the present simple, use do. And if it's something that happens present continuous, he plays football, doesn't he? You're supposed to use does. So let us analyze those examples so that we can be able to understand well. The first example, you like tea. You like tea. So you like tea is under the present tense. Present tense. So it is going to be don't you? Don't you? She plays well, doesn't she? So remember this one plays. It is something like happening continuously. That player played well maybe yesterday. She will play well today. She will play well even tomorrow. So uh, the correct form of the tag that you are supposed to use is does. She plays well, doesn't she? They work hard, don't they? He arrived early. Remember now this arrived is past tense. So if something is past tense, you are supposed to use did. Didn't he? So remember again, don't forget that rule that says that if the statement is positive, the tag is negative. And if the statement is negative, the tag is positive. So he arrived early is a positive statement and arrived is a past tense. So the tag is going to be negative and you have to use did. Didn't he? We visited Nairobi. Also this one visited is past tense. So the tag is going to be didn't we? Didn't we? The rule number 3 says that mode of verbs. You're supposed to use a mode of verb to make a question tag. With mode of verbs such as can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, and must. Use the same mode of verb in the tag. So that rule says that you are supposed to use the same mode of verb to make a question tag. A good example, you can swim, can't you? You can swim. So can is the mode of verb in that statement. So the tag is going to be can't you? She will come. Will is now the mode of verb. It's going to be won't she? She will come, won't she? So the only problem that happens and it confuses students, will is the only mode of verb that changes to be won't. There are some students who confuse and say, if the statement is saying that she will come, The tag for that student is going to be willing she. Willing she is very wrong. Willing she, that is very wrong. Then another one, they should study. So should is the modal verb. They should study. Shouldn't they? We could help. Couldn't we? He must leave. Mustn't he? Mustn't he? So that rule number 3 says that use the modal verbs. The modal verbs remains the same. You can use them to make a question tag. Then we go to rule number 4. The special case, I am. I am is a special case. When the statement begins with I am, the usual question tag is aren't I. So I am changes to be aren't I. This is a special exception in standard English. I am late, aren't I? I am your friend, aren't I? I am a footballer, I am a footballer, aren't I? So I am is a special case, and you find that I am changes to be aren't I. But let me give you another example. What if you find that the statement is saying is now a negative word? I am not late. This one you can't say aren't I. Already this statement is negative. I am not late. So the tag is going to be am I. Am I. The tag is going to be am I. I am not late. Am I. I am not a footballer. Am I. So I am is a special case. Then another rule number 5 says that negative meaning words. If there is a statement that is having a negative word, the tag should be positive. So the statement says some words are grammatically positive but have a negative meaning. Examples include never, hardly, rarely, scarcely, seldom, nobody, no one, nothing, and few. When these words make the statement negative in meaning, use a positive tag. So whenever you see a statement is having those negative words, make sure the tag should be positive. A good example, he rarely comes to school. So rarely is a negative word. The tag is going to be positive. Does he? You hardly listen. You hardly listen. Do you? She never complains. She never complains. Does she? Nobody called. So nobody is also a negative word. Nobody called. Did they? Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Did it? So in this statement, in this rule, if the statement is having a negative word, the tag should be positive. Then another example, even few, you can use few in a, if there is few in a statement, the tag also should be positive. I saw in a certain exam where most learners were asked a question using few, a question tag, and they didn't answer that question correctly. It was like this. There is, they are few students. There are few students. So that was, let us assume that was a statement. So the tag, remember few is also a negative word. So the tag is going to be are they. Are they? Are they? So that is the few is a negative word also. Don't confuse that one. We go to rule number 6, imperatives and requests. An imperative gives a command, instruction, invitation, or request. Common tags include will you, won't you, and sometimes can you or can't you, depending on the context. Open the door. So you can make a request. You are requesting someone to open for you the door. Open the door. Will you? But at the same time, you can command someone to open for you the door. Open the door. Will you? Help me. Will you? Help me. Will you? You're making a request. An humble request. Have a seat. Won't you? Have a seat. Won't you? Don't make noise. Will you? So remember, don't is a negative, makes that statement to be a negative statement. So the tag should be positive. Don't make noise. Will you? Then we have rule number 7. Let's text shall we. Let's text shall we. When let's means let us and introduces a suggestion, the question tag is shall we. Let's go home. Shall we? Let's study together. Shall we? Let's have some tea. Shall we? So you find that let's it is being used to make a suggestion, and whenever you see it in a statement, just know that you're supposed to use shall we. And there is a challenging question where I saw now the statement is having shall. So if the statement is having shall, let me for example give you an example. Shall we go home? Just a minute. Assume now the first statement was shall we go home? Shall we go home? So whenever you see this one, remember this is a positive statement. So the tag should be negative. You can't say the answer is going to be shalln't we. Shalln't we is wrong. So the correct answer is shan't we. Shan't we. Shan't we. Don't confuse that one, please. We have a quick method of for solving question tags. The first step, decide whether the statement is positive or negative. That one is the one that guides for you. Find the helping verb. If there is none, choose do, does, or did. Change positive to negative or negative to positive. So that's the main basic rule. If the statement is positive, the tag should be negative. If the statement is negative, the tag should be positive. Then the rule number 4, choose the correct pronoun. I, you, he, she, it, we, or they. Then another method that can help you to solve question tags easily. Check special cases such as I am. I am changes to be aren't I. Check if there is negative meaning words, and if there is a negative meaning words, the tag should be positive. Check whether it is an imperative. You want to make a request or a command. The most common tag is will you. Then let's becomes shall we. You are making a suggestion. But remember for shall, I've told you if the statement is starting with shall we go home? The tag should be negative and it can't be shalln't we. It should be shan't we. Then we have practice exercises. Before we go to practice exercises, There is these common mistakes that learners should avoid. The first one, you can be able to see she likes tea. There are people who confuse us and say the correct form of that word is isn't she. That is wrong. She likes tea is supposed to be doesn't she. He really comes to school, doesn't he? This one they have not considered that he rarely comes to school. The word rarely is a negative word. I am late. I'm entirely. Even my learners, there are some learners that I was marking that they have written I'm entirely, and I felt very embarrassed. I am late. Aren't I? Don't say I'm entirely. That one is wrong. Let's go. People confuse and say will we? Will we go? That is wrong. Remember this one you are making a suggestion. So the tag should be shall we? Remember positive is equals to negative. Keep the auxiliary verb when one is present. Otherwise use do, does or did. Then choose the correct pronoun. Uh, there are those practice questions. I'm going to answer the first three. Then the remaining seven you can do as your own test. The first one, she is your teacher. She is your teacher. The correct form of the word is going to be isn't she? Isn't she? They visited the museum yesterday. So remember this one. It is where there is no helping verb. You are supposed to use either do, does, or did. But remember this one. The word visited makes it to be a past tense. So we are supposed to use did. So and remember the statement is positive, so the tag has to be negative. So the correct answer is didn't they? Didn't they? You can speak English well. You can speak English well. So can is a mode of verb. Remember, can is a mode of verb. So you are supposed to use that mode of verb to make a tag. You can speak English well, can't you? Can't you? So the remaining questions from question 3 to question 4 to 10, you can take a screenshot. Just try to do them at your own free time, and after doing them, just make sure you research on the correct answers. If you find that there is one of the question that is challenging you, just write it in the comment section. Then I'm going to reply you with the correct answer. I wish you all the best, and also appreciate for you for having my time. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe, like, you comment, and share. Thank you, and bye bye.